So back in the 401 red bedroom, or whatever bedroom it's going to be now. Obviously we're still umming and ahhing with if to do the wood effect, which we showed in our previous video, or if to still go with the dark red. So we don't know yet. But one thing obviously we do know, and we need to start cracking on with, is still making all my moulds and creating some sort of gold effect on them. Now, as you would have seen when I put the moulds on the wall, I tried a couple of different effects of trying to get the gold leaf actually to stay on the resin. Now, it was easier said than done actually trying to get the gold leaf on. It just wasn't sticking for some reason. So I did play about with different things with it. Obviously putting undercoats on, putting different adhesives, so different size on, and some worked, some didn't, and it was still quite tricky. So I was looking up a couple of different ways what I could do, and came up with this. So this is a powder pigment by Would You Bend, and they do different colour ranges of gold in them. And what it is sort of like a powder which you mix with a sort of adhesive, which is like a resin-based adhesive, and it gives you sort of like a liquid gold effect. So it's pretty much like a paint which we can paint on. And then with these being resin, obviously it's going to stick to them, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have a better effect for them. But I tried a couple of different bits out. So we've got a couple of different golds here. So I've got two different ones which I'm trying, which is pale gold and then Byzantine gold. So we've got the pale gold, which is this one, which obviously it's beautiful. It's got more of like a sort of rose gold tint to it on that one. Byzantine gold, which is more of like a brighter one. This is more like of your normal general gold with it. And then I've done one in between, so I mixed both of them together to do one in between. So seeing the effects of each of them, you can sort of see the colour difference on them. And it has turned out fantastic, really. Getting them on, so easy to do, so easy to make, and so easy to paint on. And when you're mixing it, is absolutely unreal. So I'll quickly show you now and show you how easy it is to do. So all you do, get a bit of your gold powder, which is just absolutely amazing. Obviously it's a proper gold powder. Pop a bit in there that you're needing. And then you get the sort of pigment adhesive, add a tiny bit of that, for how much you're needing. And you can see obviously that it's quite liquidy. Get a stirrer. Give that a stir in. And you can see obviously the powder getting mixed in with it. And it's literally, it looks like liquid gold, it really does, it's amazing. So get all that mixed in. There we go, got it mixed in, and you can see it's literally just like a paint now. So all we can do is just get that, paint it straight onto our mould, and we get the same effect with it, which is just absolutely amazing. And then it dries quite quick as well anyway. So we think this might be the way that we'll be able to go with the actual moulds, because they're so easy. And also as well with them, we can get like patinas to go on. As you know, obviously we want it to look a little bit sort of aged. We don't want it to look brand new as it does. So they come with a dark brown or a black patina, which these you just sort of put on rub the excess off, and then it goes into all of the sort of like detailed grooves, and it gives us the idea of obviously that it's sort of aged. I haven't done these yet, so I'm going to have a try with these and see what these look like. There we have it. So tried on the patina on both of them, and to be honest, it's made a massive difference. Obviously you can just tell between the two, just putting that little bit of colour into it, just to give it a little bit of age, and it looks brilliant. Obviously that, it just looks a bit too sort of new for what we're wanting, and just getting a little bit of the brown patina on it, it's just sort of give it that aged effect that we're wanting. And these are perfect for anything like any furniture upcycling that you're doing, obviously mouldings like we're doing for inside, and it's so easy. And like I said, the gold paint is just fantastic to put on. And at the minute, obviously if you use our link in the description, you can get 10% off on any of these products, which is great because it's the first time I've used them and I'm just over the moon with them. So yeah, I'm going to have a play about with these, see how we can get the right colour match for what we want, and then go from there. So we'll go and see what Ash is up to.
Well, while Terry's on with his arty-farty bits in the chateau, I thought I'd come down here and get a few jobs ticked off that we need to get done. So just thought we'd mention these quickly. Some amazing friends dropped these off for us. Terry absolutely loves them, so Paul is on with painting them, getting them all looking lovely. They're going to go at the gates right at the very front, just to finish it off, and it gives that just nice decorative touch to it. Absolutely beautiful. So that'll be a job for Ron for later on. And I'm going to get on with these. So we're having a couple of problems in the garden. A couple of the plants aren't doing so well, and it's not because of the care that they're getting, it's purely because of some of the pests that we have. We've got a lot of slugs and snails in there, so we need to do something about it, and fairly quickly, so that we can revive these plants. So we've had a quick chat with Karen and Shane. They've said to get slug traps. Now we're going to need 20-30 slug traps. Again, 5 to 10 euros each. It's a lot of money. So you know us, we like to recycle things, reuse things. So we're going to make our own little beer traps and see how they get on. So all we're going to do, all I've done, is literally chop the top off, put that in the recycle, and the bottoms we'll be using to actually sink into the ground, put some beer in them, and hopefully it'll attract loads of slugs and snails, and it'll save our plants. Hopefully they'll like this more than the plants, but we'll see how it goes. So let's go and put them in the ground. These are the plants in question, the ones that we're having a bit of an issue with. Now, again, we kind of thought it wasn't just our care, because of the other side of the garden, they're doing absolutely fantastic, really doing well. It's just down here that we seem to be having a major problem with them. So we're going to place a couple of traps around these and try and attract as many slugs and snails as we can. You can see that they haven't quite gone, so hopefully we've done it in time and they get a chance basically to recover. So we'll have, like I say, a couple of traps around here. There's one in there, and I might just put another one at the other side of them, try and get them from sort of all angles. And yeah, it'll look, I think they'll pull around, I think they'll be okay. So I'll get another one in, and job's a good one.
next thing I need to get sorted, which obviously this has been day in and day out of my life, to be honest, is mouldings. Now, my head is literally just about to burst with working out what I need to do, what mouldings I need to get, what mouldings are going in what room, and how the room is going to be sort of decorated and how it's going to be finished, all in all really, for each individual one. So Paula's finally back over, which is great. Obviously she can help us with some of the bits, and she's brought all of my next mouldings for the 401 blue bedroom. Now this is going to be the most sort of elaborate room that we're going to have for the chateau. It's the biggest bedroom and this has to be the most impressive. So I've got a couple more bits. So I've got some more products from Would You Bend, which obviously these are going to be a lot of the detailing that we're going to use for the ceiling, which they're just brilliant. The details on them are fantastic. So we'll come back to those later. But some of the actual mouldings that we've got, you can see them, are absolutely stunning. So we keep on sort of like changing the style of this room from Louis the 16th to Louis the 14th to Louis the 15th. So I think it's going to be sort of around about that. It's going to be in between, so we're going to go with sort of Louis the 15th again with the styling of the mouldings, just because it's that sort of style is, it's obviously very ornate, it's beautiful, it's very sort of floating and feminine in a way, which obviously the red bedroom is going to be sort of really sort of heavy and quite masculine in a way. The salon is going to be very soft and a Louis the 16th style. This one we're wanting quite sort of feminine and a Louis the 15th style. So that's what we're going to do with all the mouldings. What I'm going to do is get them all out, make sure that they're all okay, and before we start making them, I'm just going to get it up on one of the panels just to see exactly how it all sort of fits together, because again, this is all just in my head and I keep on explaining it to everyone, but no one fully understands what I'm actually talking about, because I can see the sort of nod in the head and they're just nodding their head. So probably the same as a lot of yous at home as well. So I thought what I'd do is actually get all the mouldings out, get them on the wall so you can finally see exactly what's going on in my head and show you the sort of idea that we've got for this room. So I'm going to get them out, just put some double-sided tape on for now because they're not staying there permanently, because we need to recreate these, and then go from there. And there we have it. So these are going to be the mouldings for this bedroom, and seeing them in place, oh my god, they're going to be absolutely fantastic for this room. So we've still got some smaller ones for the smaller panels to go in each of them, but every single panel in this room will have a moulding in it, so it's going to be really sort of elaborate. But you can see just the amount of detail that's going to be in these, and they're going to be stunning against the blue back colour for the walls. All of these are going to be all gilded, so you're going to have the nice contrast between the like soft blue and then the beautiful gold as well. And like I said, just the amount of detail that's in these is going to be stunning. And then we need to do something quite elaborate with the ceiling. So I did go off the idea about taking the beams out, and then I've obviously spoke to Mum and Ash about that as well, just so we can create this amazing ceiling design and give you a sort of like a 3D sort of effect with the whole ceiling. We're wanting this to be grand, so don't worry, we're not going to be doing the actual taking the beams out. So we've spoke to a builder to actually come and do that, so we'll be looking at that and getting that sorted, because I think we just need something like that to create something special for this room. So yeah, with these mouldings and having a sort of like, it'd be like a 2-level ceiling really, having that in here, then it's going to be completely different from all of the other rooms, and it'll just give us that sort of feeling of extra sort of height in the room, and it's going to allow for the chandelier as well, which obviously is quite big. But yeah, just so pleased with them. So now what we can do is just crack on with getting these created. So we're going to have to do the same as we've done with all the other ones, where we're going to have to go with the silicone. So we'll have to create the silicone molds first, and then the long job of creating each resin one, because this is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is in 14 parts, and I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 11 of them. So it's going to be a long journey getting these mouldings sorted, but it's going to be so worth it, because doing stuff like this is what's going to sort of make the room completely different from whatever anyone's ever stayed in before, or what you've seen or experienced or stuff like that. We want this to be a room which you're going to remember, and you're just going to be completely like gobsmacked when you see it. So it's going to be a lot of work and time consuming and expensive, but it's going to be worth it. So yeah, let us know what you think to the mouldings, and how the corner parts have gone for the red bedroom with the Would You Bend gilding paste. Obviously that's a fantastic pigment which you mix in with the resin, and the results are absolutely amazing. I've put the Would You Bend pigment next to a gold leaf that I've done previously, and honestly they look pretty much identical to them, and it's going to save so much time doing the Would You Bend pigment rather than gold leaf in every individual piece. So it's something that we can look at, and especially with these as well. So if you're interested in any of the stuff that we've done with obviously the Would You Bend pigment, then check out our link in the description and use our discount code, because you'll be able to get 10% off on any of the products on there, and they're just so versatile to use and fantastic. So thank you so much. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because it massively helps us, and we will see you in the next one. So see you soon. Bye. If you'd like to be part of our journey and help restore the chateau, then please join us on Patreon, where you'll be part of our journey, receive a piece of the history, and get exclusive videos.